What up, Raffleitos? Welcome back to Raffle Nation. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel where we cover politics, economics, food, and fun in Georgetown, Guyana, and anywhere else in the world. We're not afraid to talk about politics, but we do so in a respectful and non-partisan way.
Oh, this is my day. I'm ready to take it on, come what may.
Let me take time out to wish everyone happy Labor Day. Labor Day is a national holiday in Guyana, and let me say happy Labor Day to all the hardworking Guyanese citizens and people around the world. And two, let me address an outstanding, a very current issue that's happening in Guyana right now that has to do with the National Assembly recognizing the contribution of a Guyanese former parliamentarian, Mr. Abdul Kadir. Mr. Kadir is a convicted terrorist who died in prison in New York. And so when the National Assembly recognized the past service of Mr. Kadir, it provoked an international incident with the American ambassador pitching in and criticizing the Guyana government for honoring a terrorist. But let me make this very clear. Mr. Kadir was innocent. He committed no terrorist act. He was caught up in a sting, a entrapment by the U.S. court system. So this is a situation where a convicted felon, an American citizen who was a drug trafficker, convicted drug trafficker, engineered a terrorist plan that involved Guyanese. This is uncharacteristic. Guyana has no history of producing terrorists, and therefore this was just entrapment. And I just want to make this clear. This is no time for an international incident. This is a time for Guyanese to recognize the contribution of a Guyanese citizen who made a sacrifice and dedicated a significant amount of his time and life to service of this country, but was in fact caught up in an international incident, a violation of his constitutional rights as a Guyanese citizen, and the Guyana government failed him in choosing not to represent him and not to protect him as a Guyanese citizen. All right? So this is something that we have experienced in the era of terrorism. There are other countries who've been in the same situation. There's a Canadian citizen, a young man, Omar Khadr, who was repatriated to Canada, and the Canadian government had to apologize to him and compensate him for the violation of his civil rights by the U.S. government at Guantanamo Bay. So our citizen, Mr. Kadir, suffered the same fate, and what we should be talking about is what we must do to compensate Mr. Kadir's family for the pain and suffering and the injustice he suffered at the hands of the U.S. justice system. So those are my views on Mr. Kadir. Remember, you can support this channel on Patreon and on PayPal. You can also purchase merchandise online. And remember to share this video with friends and family around the world. And leave a comment below. And later!